Welcome back, NACC fans. Can't believe you guys thought I wasn't going to get an episode this week. I've been a little busy, so it took me a few days to get in there. But let's recap the exciting week of NACC men's basketball. Last week, Marion traveled to Dominican. DU took care of business, 70-61 behind a career-high 41 points from Jackson Smith. Smith shot 13-19 from the field and 10 for 11 from the free throw line. Marion was led by DeAndre Ross off the bench with 25 points on 10 of 17 shooting. Marion led 34-27 at halftime. Dominican won the rebounding battle 42-26, outscoring Marion 25-7 in second chance points. On the evening, Marion shot 42% from the field, 28% from three, 86% from the free throw line. Dominican shot 40% from the field, 33% from the three, and 78% from the free throw line. MSOE traveled to number 21 Benedictine. Benedictine came away with an 81-74 win. MSOE was up 45-32 at halftime. The Red Raiders were led by Travis Ballard with 19, Matt Kermsey with 17, and Josh Herzog and Michael Petroff both with 14 points. Benedictine was led by Kyle Gravener with 16, followed by Kenny Bogus and Nick Kosich, both with 15, and Eric Grigo with 11 points and 7 rebounds. Benedictine did win the rebounding battle 36-31, which led to a 10-2 advantage in second chance points. BU also had a 19-10 advantage in bench points as well. MSOE outscored Benedictine in the paint 36-28. On the evening, MSOE shot 48% from the field, 30% from three, 90% from the free throw line. Benedictine shot 42% from the field, 46% from three, and 74% from the free throw line. Aurora traveled to Concordia, Chicago. CUC came away with a 79-71 home win against the Spartans. XO Golding with a game-high 30 points, followed by Rashawn Amos with 18, and Brent Hatton with 16. Aurora was led by Will Rubes with 25, followed by Ashim Keys with 11 and 12. Shamar Pumphrey with 10. Aurora was without starter Bailey Vance. Concordia at the time was out with Landon Gladney, and both Jalen Meeks were out. Evenly matched game across the board, though. CUC was up 15 at halftime. Aurora shot 36% from the field, 27% from three, and 68% from the free throw line. While CUC shot 43% from the field, 38% from three, and 68% from the free throw line. Another NAC game last week, midweek. Concordia, Wisconsin traveled to Edgewood. The Falcons came away with an 86-76 win. They were led by Brandon Keller with 22 points and 6 rebounds, followed by Camden Flowers with 22 and 5, Joey Zietlow with 10, Jordan Johnson with 11 points and 9 rebounds, Jared Jers with an outstanding 11 assists on the evening. Edgewood was led by Ben Seafield with 16, Avery Lyons with 14, and Jake Nagus with 12. Despite committing 20 turnovers, it was basically a push in points off of turnovers. The Falcons did win the rebounding battle 42-32. Edgewood shot 44% from the field, 25% from three, and 67% from the free throw line. The Falcons shot 54% from the field, 38% from the three, and 67% from the free throw line. The big road win midweek last week was Wisconsin Lutheran at IIT. Wisconsin Lutheran came away with a 75-59 win at Illinois Tech. Andrew Brudnick poured in 23 points and grabbed 6 rebounds. Matty Farner with 11 points. Andrew Wojcik and Alex Van Cree both with 10. And then off the bench, Drew Berghad chipped in with 12. Max Hizataki continuing his dominant performances with 19 points and 13 rebounds. Ahmad Muhammad with 17 and Calvin Schmitz with 11. IIT was without Miles Curry and Otis Reales. Wisconsin Lutheran forced 20 turnovers and scored 23 points off of those turnovers. The key stat was that IIT, even with the big rebounds from Hizataki, were held to 0 second chance points. Wisconsin Lutheran bench outscored IIT 14-2 on the evening. Wisconsin Lutheran went on the road and shot 49% from the field, 36% from three, and 95% from the free throw line. IIT at home shot 46% from the field, 39% from three, and 67% from the free throw line. I did catch some grief from the Wisconsin Lutheran coaching staff about last week's podcast when I asked the question that really everybody was kind of asking going into last week's games was if Wisconsin Lutheran was legit. I had my answer, didn't share it, but they are legit, and they proved it with the big road win at IIT. But I did catch some grief from their coaching staff, so I figured I would talk about it a little bit on this week's podcast. But a big road win, and I've always said it over the last 10 years, is if you want to win this conference, you got to take care of business on the road, and Wisconsin Lutheran did just that at IIT. Rockford went on the road to Lakeland, came away with an 87-85 win. Their first win at Lakeland since 2010. The Regions were led by Brandon Emmerich with 22 points and 7 rebounds. Randy Stajenga with a career-high 17. Ashton Singleton with 14. Nathaniel Shee with 12. Vincent Eugene with 11 off the bench. The Muskies were led by Isaac Anderson with 19 points and 7 rebounds on 6 of 7 shooting. Zach Hazenstein with 16 points. Carlos Campos with 15 points. Tylen Huff with 12 off the bench. Jagan Pequis with the very impressive 8 assists to just 1 turnover. The Regions won the rebounding battle 39-32 and scored 12 second chance points. The Regions shot 47% from the field, 33% from the three-point line, and 88% from the free throw line. Lakeland shot 47% from the field, 40% from the three, and 73% from the free throw line. Another midweek game, Maranatha traveled to Concordia, Chicago. The Cougars took care of Maranatha at home, 102-74. The Cougars set a school record 21 made threes on the evening. They were led by Rashawn Amos with 19 on 6 of 9 shooting from 3. Brent Hatton with 18 on 5 of 8 from 3. And Exo Golding with 17. Jerron Gaddy with 12 points off the bench for the Cougars. They did win the rebounding advantage, 41-34, and then 28 assists on 36 made shots. But when you shoot an outstanding 55% from the field and 55% from 3, you're going to have a lot of success when you shoot the basketball just like that. Saturday's games, Lakeland traveled to IIT. IIT got a big home win, beating the Muskies 71-67. IIT was led by, surprise, Max Hizataki with a monster game, 34 points and 17 rebounds. Ahmad Muhammad chipped in with 14. Miles Curry did return but only played 7 minutes. Lakeland was led by Carlos Campos with 15 and Jagan Pegues with 12. IIT won a rebounding battle 45-30, but Lakeland took advantage of 15 IIT turnovers and converted them into 19 points. On the afternoon, Lakeland shot 38% from the 3, 38% from the field, 33% from 3, and 88% from the free throw line. IIT shot 48% from the field, 69% from 3, and 44% from the free throw line. If you haven't seen it yet, you need to check out Max Hizataki's baseline out of bounds dunk. It's all over social media, so when you get a chance, check it out. You will not be disappointed. In a rivalry game for Division Street rivalry, CUC went on the road and got a 104-64 win over Dominican. The Cougars were led again by Rashawn Amos with 18 and 6 rebounds. Exo Golding with 14. Brent Hatton continuing a strong play with 13 points. And Isaac Ruddle with 11. Neil O'Donnell with 10 rebounds on the afternoon. Off the bench, Kendra Jones with 11 and Charlie Resnikoff with 14. Dominican was led by Jackson Smith with 24. The Cougars, even without Landon Gladney, dominated the glass 50-28. And then points in the paint were also an advantage 42-28 and bench scoring 46-29. CUC shot 55% from the field, 60% from 3, and 75% from the free throw line. Dominican shot 36% from the field, 27% from 3, and 45% from the free throw line. Concordia shot the ball really well from the 3 last week. 55% against Aurora or against Maranatha on Thursday, and then 60% on the road at Dominican. The big win of the afternoon, the big win of the week, Wisconsin Lutheran taking care of Benedictine at home, 66-65. Uh, Wisconsin Lutheran was led by Andrew Brudnick with 18 points and 5 rebounds, followed by Alex Van Crete with 13 and Zach Zolliger with 12 points and 11 rebounds. Benedictine was led by Kyle Graydon with 21 and Eric Grigo with 20 points and 13 rebounds. Kenny Bogus also had 14 on the afternoon. Wisconsin Lutheran won the rebounding battle 35-29, but BU had the advantage in second chance points of 14-6. Benedictine was up 40-28 at halftime. On the afternoon, Benedictine shot 42% from the field, 38% from three, and 67% from the free throw line. At home, Wisconsin Lutheran shot 45% from the field, 38% from three, and 100% from the free throw line. Marion at Concordia, Wisconsin. The Falcons held on for a 68-63 win over the Sabres. They were victorious behind Jordan Johnson with 19, Joey Zietlow, Brandon Keller both with 11, and off the bench, Lake and George chipped in with 10. Jared Jers with another solid night at point guard with 6 assists to just 1 turnover. Marion got scoring from Dylan Demeanor off the bench with 22. Trenton Fuse with 20 and DeAndre Ross with 10. Concordia, Wisconsin advantage with 20 points in the paint, or 40 points in the paint. On the afternoon, Marion shot 43% from the field, 33% from three, and 73% from the free throw line. Concordia, Wisconsin shot 45% from the field, 11% from the three-point line, and 72% from the free throw line. Another close game in the NACC on Saturday afternoon. MSOE held on for a 65-64 win at Edgewood. Travis Ballard with another solid afternoon, scoring 23 points for the Red Raiders. Matt Kermsey chipped in with 11, Michael Petroff with 10, and off the bench, Will Bush with 10 as well. Edgewood was led by Jake Nagus with 19 points and 5 assists. Ben Seafield also chipped in with 16 points and 5 rebounds. MSOE won the battle of the boards 37-28. Edgewood did force 15 turnovers and scored 17 points off of those 15 turnovers. MSOE shot 47% from the field, 39% from three, and 67% from the free throw line. Edgewood shot 38% from the field, 26% from the three-point line, and 83% from the free throw line. The Spartans of Aurora hosted Rockford. Came away with an 87-71 win at home against the Regents, snapping a 3-game losing streak against Rockford, but also a 3-game losing streak on the season. AU is led by a career-high 20 from Shamar Pumphrey, followed by a double-double from Bailey Vance with 15 points and 10 rebounds. Michael Finley with 14 points, Will Hughes with 12 points and 8 rebounds, and off the bench, Justin Wierzak chipped in with 13. No surprise here, Rockford was led by junior guard Brandon Emmerich with 23, Nathaniel Sheed with 14, and Jamar Rivera with another double-double, 10 points and 10 rebounds. AU outscored the Regents in points in the paint, 44-24. Points off turnovers, 31-13, and fast break points, 15-4, as well as winning the rebounding battle, 39-32. The Regents shot 44% from the field, 33% from three, and 69% from the free throw line. Aurora shot 54% from the field, 35% from three, and 58% from the free throw line. A game tonight in the NACC, a big rivalry game between the Concordias. Concordia Chicago traveled to Concordia, Wisconsin. Concordia, Wisconsin came away with an 83-67 win. The Falcons were led by Jordan Johnson, who last week scored his 1,000th career points as a junior, which is quite impressive. He had 27 on 11-16 shooting tonight, will go along with 7 rebounds. Also, Brandon Keller with a double-double, 18 points and 10 rebounds. The other double-digit scorer for the Falcons was Joey Zietlow with 15. The Cougars returned Landon Gladney this evening. Gladney with 11 points but only 1 rebound. The Cougars were led by Brent Hatton, who was 7 of 18 from the field, 5 of 12 from 3 for 21 points. Rashawn Amos with another solid game, 17 points on 5 of 11 shooting from 3. So 3 double-digit scores for the Cougars, who had a 2-point lead going into halftime. The Cougars shot 36% from the field, 38% from the three, and 82% from the free throw line, with only 11 attempts on the road. The Falcons shot impressive 50% from the field, 17% from the three, and 71% from the free throw line. 19 turnovers from the Cougars hurt them as well. The Falcons were able to convert those 19 turnovers into 13 points. Also playing this week, Wisconsin Lutheran travels to MSOE tomorrow evening. Full slate of games. Aurora at Dominican, Lakeland at Edgewood, IIT at Marion, and Rockford at Benedictine. Some big opportunities for some teams to continue to create some space between themselves in the NACC standings. Wisconsin Lutheran was able to beat MSOE at home earlier this year. But again, you got to take care of business on the road. Coach Onison, Coach Ruffing, Coach Smith, I'm not doubting you guys. Just saying you got to take care of business on the road. So, you don't have to give me grief again this week. Just take care of business. Aurora at Dominican. Dominican did go on the road and beat the Spartans at home. Lakeland at Edgewood with a healthy Nagus, a healthy Seafield. Edgewood, despite going 0-2 last week when they got their two best players healthy and playing well, they're a tough team. Lakeland, a little bit of inconsistency this year when they have their guys going and playing well. They've had a lot of success. Last week went 0-2 with a loss to Rockford at home and going on the road and playing IIT tough, but coming up short. That'll be a good game. And then IIT traveling to Marion. Hopefully IIT's healthy going into this game, and Marion can continue to play well and be a tough opponent, tough out, despite what their record is. Rockford at Benedictine, going to be an interesting one. You got Benedictine's inside play with Eric Grigo, but Brandon Emmerich playing just as well as anybody in the conference right now. Playing really well. Had two big games last week. Can Benedictine's guards hold him and Nathaniel Sheed under 20, under 15, and can Rockford guard inside presence of Eric Grigo as well as Kenny Bogus, his inside-outside game. So big games tomorrow night. And then on Saturday, Concordia Chicago travels to IIT, Benedictine at Edgewood, Marion at Wisconsin Lutheran, Concordia, Wisconsin at Aurora, MSOE at Lakeland, and then Dominican at Rockford. A lot of good games this week, a lot of games to watch because teams are going to start separating themselves heading into the second half of conference play. This is a big week to do so for a lot of teams that can kind of solidify some things here early. They can take care of business with some games on the road this week. So, again, if you want to follow these games, you can go to each athletic website and either live stream it or follow live stats. There's a lot of great, on the live streams, there's a lot of institutions where they have commentary to go along with it, which makes it exciting. I always like hearing their point of view and their thoughts during the games. Now that I'm on the other side of things, listening to them and getting and hearing their thoughts and feedback, and also learning more about their players in the program as they have more of an insight to what is going on in their program. So, excited about these games this week. Don't be surprised if there's some upsets. And by that is when you look at their records, it might be an upset. But again, on any given night, which has been proven so far in conference play, is anybody can beat anybody. In a lot of games, they're close when maybe they shouldn't be. So again, a lot of good games coming up, and I look forward to watching them and following them this week. And again, I appreciate everybody who's taken the opportunity and spending the 20 minutes to listen to my weekly podcast about NACC men's basketball. It's something I enjoy. I enjoy still talking to coaches and following along and watching these games because there's been a lot of good games, and I look forward to the second half of NACC play continuing that. So have a great night, have a great week, and we will touch base soon.